Hey everyone, welcome to this tutorial. I'll be showing you guys how to make a main menu GUI, and it will also have a camera lock, and that when you click play, there's going to be a transition GUI, and then you're going to play like normal. So let's get started. Okay, so first off, we need to make the main menu GUI. So go into Start GUI, add a screen GUI. Let's just name this main menu GUI. Main menu GUI. And then it's going to add a frame. This is going to be called the main frame. We're going to resize it to 1 by 1 and the transparency to 1. We're going to add a text label. This is going to be our game name. And we're going to change the size to 0 by 0. Then we're going to resize it back up. I'm going to put it like around here. I'm going to change the transparency to 1. Text scaled true. I'm gonna go down, change this to Fredoka 1. Change this to game name because I don't have a game name, but you probably do. So you could change that to whatever your game name is. I'm going to change the text color to white, and I'm just gonna have it like that. Now we need to add the play button. I'm gonna put it around right here. We're going to name this play button. The size of it is going to be 0 by 0. Then we're going to resize it up. Now that we have that, we're going to go and just customize it. I'm going to change this to Fredoka 1. Change the text scale to true. I'm going to name this play button. Going to have the background, or like the text color be white, and then the background, I'm going to make that right here. I'm going to make this light gray. Going to add a UI corner. And I'm going to add a text stroke. UI stroke. Then change this to border. I'm just going to make it round 2. I'm going to change the color to white. And this, oh, I don't want to change that to play button. I want to change it to play. Okay, so this is going to be our basic thing. Now we're just going to disable it. We're going to go add a part into the workspace, and we're going to make this into a model. This is going to be our camera model, and then we could just name this part camera. Okay, so first off, you could put where yours is going to go, but make sure first just add a decal. So that's where it's facing. So it's going to look that way. So we just need to rotate this like that. Get rid of the decal. We can size this up. Now I want to move this. Size this up. Or not size it up. Move it up. I'm just going to rotate it down a little bit. Make sure it's anchored. Can collide is set to false. And then I'm going to transparency set to 1. Now go into the camera model. Go down to model streaming mode. And then you want to change this to this persistent. Okay. Now that you have your camera model done, we're going to go add a local script into this. And this is going to be called the main menu handler. So local main menu GUI is equal to script.Parent. Local main frame is equal to MainMenuGui.MainFrame. Then local play button is equal to MainFrame.PlayButton. Okay, that's our play button, and then that's basically what we need so far. We're gonna do local camera is equal to workspace.CurrentCamera, and then local new camera is equal to game.workspace, or we could just do workspace dot what we name it, camera model. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Camera.CameraType is equal to Enum.CameraType.Scriptable, and we're going to do Camera.CFrame is equal to our new Camera.Camera.CFrame. Okay, now we're going to do PlayButton.MouseButton one click connect function. In that function, we're going to do MainFrame.Visible is equal to false because we want to hide that. Then we're going to do Camera.CameraType is equal to Enum.CameraType, and then we're going to do custom. So what that's going to do is that's basically just going to make it so you go to your character after you click the play button. But that's boring. We want to add a transition GUI, so let's do that. Main GUI, we're going to go to the main menu GUI, add a frame, call this transition frame. In that transition frame, we're going to change the size to 1 by 1, and then we're going to change the background color to around something like a gray, or you could have it whatever you want. I'm just going to do gray. We're going to change the position to 1 by 0 by 0 by 0. So that's going to put it all the way there, and then we're going to like change it after you click play to go all the way to the other side, and then you will see your character normally. So now what we gotta do, let's make a local variable. Local transition frame is equal to MainMenuGui.TransitionFrame. This is our transition frame. Now what we're gonna do is over here we're going to do game GetService TweenService create, and in that we're gonna do the transition frame comma TweenInfo.new, and in that TweenInfo we're gonna do about 0.5 seconds Enum.EasingStyle. I'm gonna do Sine, and then Enum.EasingDirection. I'm gonna do in, and then now we're gonna do comma. We're gonna do brackets position is equal to UDM2.new, and we're gonna do 0 by 0 by 0 by 0, and then at the end we're just gonna do play. So now this is basically our tween. We're going to copy this, but also we're going to add a wait at the end of this. We're gonna do wait 1. Then we're going to copy and paste, and then instead of in we're gonna change this to out, and then change the position to -1. And then we're also going to wait about like 0.25 seconds. And then we're going to change that back to the camera type. So let's test that out. When you click play, it moves. But the thing is, I forgot one thing, and that we have to do ignore GUI inset. And also, we should also turn off reset on spawn, because you don't want this whole thing to reset on spawn. Unless you do, turn that off. So you click play, it goes like this, and boom, you go to your normal guy. I'm just gonna play around with this, probably like 1.5 and then switch. So check that out. And yeah, that works a little bit better. Maybe I'll just do 0.1. And then I click play, goes like that. Boom, that looks amazing. Okay, that looks amazing. You can just like mess around with these things, do it whatever you want. I am going to add some sounds though. So like when you like click the mouse or like click the play button, and then like when the transition GUI comes in. So I'm gonna add those real quick, and I will also leave the sounds in the description, the sound IDs, unless you also want to use them too. Okay, I have these sounds. We're gonna put them into the sound service, and these are going to be our sounds. This is like the transition sound. This is gonna be the click sound. Those are the sounds that I'm gonna use, like when I just to make it like have more sounds and people will like it because it has more sounds, or like just whatever. So first, when you click the mouse button, I'm gonna do game .SoundService, and then I'm gonna do .click, and then I'm gonna just play. And also here's a sound ID if you want to copy it from the video, but it's also gonna be in the description. Then when we're going the transition GUI, I'm going to change this to game.SoundService.TransitionSound, and then I'm going to play that. And that is also right here. I'm also going to change this, and then I'm going to put that all the way up here, and then I can also just change this to 0.5. So let's just test how it sounds. You can hear the click. Oh, but the whoosh sound, the transition sound, is a little bit off, so I'm just going to change this to be before the 1 second. I'm just like moving things around to make it more smooth. So now when I click play, and that looks really good. I'm also going to do one more thing though, and I'm going to add a tween, so when you hover over the mouse, and I do have a video from that. I'm basically right now I'm just gonna copy and paste the script from that video and into the thing, because into the button, because I don't want to waste your time. But if you want to see how it works, you can go watch that video, which will also be in the description. And yeah, I'm just gonna copy that from the video. Okay, I have this script. I'm gonna create a local script, paste the script in. Okay, now the thing is, we need a new sound. We don't have this sound in sound service. Okay, I have the sound ID. I'm gonna put it into sound service. Paste in the sound ID. All these sounds are going to be in the description, by the way. I'm going to change this to mouse hover. And now we're just gonna have to change these sizes because these sizes are incorrect. So I'm gonna do this. Look at the size. The size is 179 and then 097, and then we're gonna do like 1 2, something like that, or maybe like 115. And then we're gonna change this. If that's 179, I'm just gonna do like 185. So let's see how it looks. Okay, that could be better. That does not look good. Also, the sound isn't playing, and I see why, because that we have to change that to that. I just got the name incorrect, but that's okay. I'm gonna change this lower. That's way too big. I'm gonna do like 105, and then change this to about, just keep it like that. And then it should be a little bit better, and the sound does play. And the reason why it's scaling like that is because like I told you guys in the last video, we have to change the anchor size to 0.5, or it's just gonna scale like weird. So let's try that out again, and that does look better. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more to the x-axis, maybe like 195, and then that is perfect. As you could see, we made a menu GUI, main menu GUI. We click play, transition GUI, and then we're back to normal. And even if you reset on spawn, because we turned reset on spawn off, you'll just spawn back like this. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comment them down. I'll see if I can help you. And yeah, that's all. Bye.